like America's Next Top Model. So the first thing I'm going to go in with this primer, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. I really like this one, especially on my T-zone in particular, because I get a little oily as the night goes on. So I like to just have something in the areas that I get a little oily. So just gonna go ahead and put that on. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little since we are doing makeup. Better, okay. So now you guys can see probably every pore. Great. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with foundation. I'm going to be using the Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation. I am in the color Chios SF6. I have been using this foundation for a few years now, and I've actually really love it. It's one of my favorites. The one thing I really love about this foundation, one, it just matches my color so nicely. It's really buildable. So if you're somebody that likes to have like super heavy foundation, this foundation is really good because you can take it there. You would just have to use a lot of product. Now I'm going in with my Morphe by Ariel brushes that I'm absolutely obsessed with. I got his collection a little while back and I'm absolutely obsessed. I just love the color of the brushes, and I was really in need of just a really good set, and I just love how affordable Morphe is. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out, making sure to take it down my neck and into my ears as well. Now we're gonna go in with concealer. This is the Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer in the color Burdock. And I also love this concealer. I've been using it for a while now. I like to just kind of take my time and blend everything in. All right, now that we got that all blended in, I'm gonna go back in with my foundation brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure everything is super blended. Now I'm gonna go in with another one of his brushes and kind of just clear out the crease because I'm not trying to have any lines under my eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and just freshen that up. We are ready to bake. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I love this powder. It's my go-to. I've tried so many, and this one is just tried and true, and I will never get rid of it. It's my absolute favorite. I'm gonna go ahead and do it on the other side. It's really important after you lay your concealer to really get in there and lay down your powder. Like, you don't want it to crease. And now I'm gonna use whatever is left in the cap very loosely and just tap it so it's a little bit thicker. I feel like with the brush you have a little bit more control. Normally I would apply this with a beauty blender, but I cannot find my powder beauty blender, so this will just have to do. All right, now we're gonna go in with eyebrows. So just gonna go ahead and brush these bad boys up. I'm not gonna talk this through. I'm gonna do a whole separate video for you guys explaining my eyebrows, but I'm definitely going to speed this up because sometimes it can take me a minute. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this real quick. All right, so just so you guys know, the color pencils that I use when I do my eyebrows, it's the Precisely My Brow pencil from Benefit. I use 3.5 for the main, and then any little touches or like little gaps that might come up, I use the Precisely My Brow from Benefit as well in the color 3. So it's a lighter color, so just to give it like that ombre effect. So now I'm just gonna use the concealer and put a line under my brow to clean up anything that's just not supposed to be there. All right, so now that we have a very clean line, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the other side of this brush to just pull all that concealer down into my eyelid, just so everything blends really nicely. My grandpa actually taught me when I was a kid how to close one eye without kind of flinching the other. and I just love him for that because it has helped with my makeup game so much. Like, I don't know what I would do without that little trick. Now we are going to wipe away that excess concealer because it has been baking there for quite some time. So just gonna go ahead and wipe that all away. Okay, same for the other side, just wiping away that excess powder that has been baking. And whatever I have left, I'm going to take up my eye. And now I'm going to take a little bit of the powder that I still have left over in the cap and just wipe that on my eyebrows. I like that because I think it really does a good job at setting in the brow. And also I feel like it softens it up and makes it last all night. Okay, now that we have everything close up done, I'm just gonna go ahead and set my eyebrows real quick. So I'm going in with the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit as well. Going to go ahead and set these babies. This is a very crucial part. You wanna make sure your brows are not moving, especially mine. The ends of my brows are curly. I try to trim them often, but sometimes they just wanna be free. So just gonna go ahead and brush those. This is a really, really bomb brow combo, okay? One thing I will say is when I got this, precisely my brow pencil and the setter, I was going to Florida, and you guys, when I say I'm really picky about my brows, I'm really picky about my brows. I didn't want my brows to come off when I went into the ocean. So I would put this on really lightly, like nothing crazy, not like this, but I do my eyebrows like religiously, so it's very important to me. It's something I will never switch up. All right, moving on to bronzer, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. I really love this as a base of my bronzer. I layer my bronzer. Okay, so going in with the Beauty Blender first and patting all that out. Okay, now going in with the foundation brush that I use, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just blend that in a little more. All right, so now that we have that all blended, we are gonna go in and do the nose real fast. So I have a little bit of that Charlotte Tilbury on the back of my hand. I might need to get a little bit more, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do the corner of my nose first and start from my eyebrow and bring that nose contour down, checking my other mirror to make sure the product is getting dispersed. And just taking that down. This is a Morphe M572 brush. I literally cannot do my nose contour without this brush. There's something about this like flat shape that just gets it going. Like you could even see the highlight on my nose from my concealer. And now I'm gonna go in with my Beauty Blender and just blend that out. So now I'm gonna go in with another bronzer. This is the Nars Bronzer Duo, the Blush and Bronzer Duo. And I absolutely love it. It has Orgasm on one side, and then it has the Laguna bronzing powder on the other, and the Laguna bronzing powder is my absolute favorite. My best friend Brittany uses it, and I'm obsessed, so just gonna go ahead and really dab it in there. And then I like to warm it up in my hand before I apply it to my face, and you know, the fishy face. I love bronzer. It's like my favorite step. There's that. Now I'm going in with a Morphe 504 brush, putting the bronzer on the brush, going to warm it up in the center of my hand again. I never directly add powder from the pot to my face. That's just a no. You do pot, warm it up, then face. You always want to warm up the product so it's nice and blended. I'm gonna go ahead and contour out my eyes. This really brings my whole look together. I think my eyes are just so large that it really just needs that dimension, and whatever I have left, I bring down the center of my nose just to make sure all the bronzing colors are matching. Going over to the other side. Wow, see, like, look at the difference. So much more dimension. My eye looks way more open, way more awake. I love this brush. I've tried so many different brushes for this part and it just doesn't work. I just have literally 4 of these brushes and I just love it. All right, and here is the best part, blush. This is the Tata Harper Very Naughty. It's my tried and true. I will never get rid of it, and I just like to put a little bit on the product and then I like to swivel it into the cap and I smile and put it on the apple of my cheeks. I go pretty ham when it comes to blush, especially when I'm sitting here and doing my makeup because it's going to go away anyway. And now I'm gonna go in with the warmth of my hand and just really blend that product out. Doesn't that just make such a difference? I love blush. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in on my tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose so it looks like I was kissed by the sun. And boom, we got so much blush, blush, blush. Don't worry, it's not over. We still have more blush to add. And now I'm going in with my favorite brush of Ariel's entire collection, and it's this brush. It's the A22 brush, and it's bomb, 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 bomb. Going to go ahead and put that in the Orgasm blush from my duo set from Nars. Going to lightly rub that in to my palm. Smile. And put her on. It's just the way like, whoa, 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 whoa. It just blends it so well. And it really does give you that like Kylie Jenner blush effect that I know we all, regardless if you want to admit it or not, you are trying to achieve. We are all trying to achieve her little blush look. I'm gonna go in and just get my freckles back because some of them get lost when I do my makeup. So just gonna go ahead and darken those up. Set it out with the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. It's about to be an all nighter, so just gonna go ahead and do that. Going to fan that out so we don't have any dots. Ooh. It's like America's Next Top Model. Here is my lipstick. It's Kosas. It's in the color Stardust. This is my go-to lip color. I've been using it since it came out, really. And now I'm going in with my finger and dabbing that all in. I think that's a crucial part to lipstick. I think it's like, it just helps it look a little bit more natural. And now I'm gonna go in with my Lineage Lip Balm, the pink one, love it. All right. I know my blush is like popping right now, but it's all gonna make sense when I leave. Oh my gosh, we forgot the most important part, highlighter. Oh my gosh, we cannot leave yet. Okay, I'm using the Hollywood Flawless Filter in the color 3 from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on the high points of my face. I knew we were missing something. I was like, something's off. This is a very beautiful product. Like when I am just going to dance or I'm just like going out, but like I don't want something too serious, but I want like a little something something, this is the product that I grab. I am absolutely obsessed. Also, I love that it kind of calms down the blush a little. I was wondering why the blush looked so intense. I was like, what's happening? Ooh, such a shine. Come on, luminosity. All right, and you know it's serious when the clips come out, okay? Oh my gosh, I love how this came out, just so you guys can get a little bit of a close up. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys try this routine. I will definitely make sure to leave all the links to all the products I used within this video down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, all the things. Love you guys on Instagram. I'm at Brittney Hope as well with 2 E's. Okay, I love you.